He has done so much for me, and I cannot tell it all. I cannot tell it all. I cannot tell it all. He has done so much for me, and I cannot tell it all. He has done so much for me. And that's why shout, O Zion, shout in triumph, that is now alive. Shout, O Zion, shout in triumph, Jesus is alive. Greetings, my beloved brethren in Christ. It is indeed a pleasure to take this opportunity that the Lord has granted unto me by His grace to share the goodness of God. And we overcame Him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony. I would like to share this word of encouragement with us today, so that at the end, God will receive the glory unto whom all honor is due. You know, when I just started as a child of God, I got an opportunity to travel and to sail in the cruise industry. Now, I was presently working at a job, so I had to wait for necessary adjustments or necessary things that I need in order to get this job. So, it was urgent because the people came to request for me to go and sail, but it was urgent. It was a last minute notification. So I went and I applied for this job. Now, this lady, the procure ally or the recruiter of the cruise industry in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, they pushed us to do things as quickly as we could, and we followed her instructions, and we got on the first flight possible to the nearby country St. Lucia, because that's where the interview was doing, right? So we followed her instructions and we booked our flight. Me and two other females booked our flight to St. Lucia, but there are other people who got on to a boat to come the next day. A boat, we can travel from St. Vincent to St. Lucia by boat, for those of you who don't know. So her husband was in charge of the recruiting, right? But he is also a sailor. He was sailing also. And when he came home, I believe there was an issue because the first batch of people went on plane and arrived first, which was me and the other two ladies. And the second batch arrived late on the very same day of the interview. So there was a bit of an issue going on there between the lady's husband and the boss and their boss. So when he came home after the interviews finished and everything, I was the only person who got accepted with the batch that I went. And the other batch that went on boat, one girl got accepted. I got in issues with the guy who was sailing on the ship when he came home, because I guess his boss had an issue with it that everyone didn't come the same time. And because I was the only one who was present there that got through, because the other lady who got through didn't come, he put a lot of blame on me and said it's because of my fault. I'm the reason who caused this. I messed it up for everybody because I went and do my own thing. He was talking along that line. His wife, who sent us, who pushed us to book the flight, was right in that same office. And I was there being accused, being blamed. Her husband is taking the envelope that I got through to sail, and so pushing it up in my face like this, and he hitting me on my face with the envelope, and basically it was very rude and disrespectful, to be honest. And I just accepted Christ, and I could remember hearing in my spirit, the Lord will fight for you and you shall hold your peace. Earlier in the morning before I went to collect that envelope, I heard that in my spirit. I didn't understand it then, but when I got there, I got to realize what exactly was happening. You know, so as the lady's husband was pushing up all the stuff in my face and blaming me, innocently, I'm innocent because I just followed his wife's instructions. But she's there and he's blaming me and her lips are sealed. She said nothing, she did nothing. From what I heard, she was afraid of her husband. I don't know how true it is, but her lips were sealed. And she saw the guy